Hey folks, here are OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the EFOSHM Solace. These are a pair of active noise cancelling headphones that sells on Amazon for about $50, and it claims to suppress ambient sound by up to 85%. It features a gold-plated 3.5mm plug, and at this price point I think it's fair for the pretty decent audio quality as well as build quality that you'll find here. This is what the packaging looks like, and on the sides there's a bit more of specs, including the fact that it uses 40mm drivers for both of these actual headphones, and it also includes a travel case, which is a nice bonus included as part of the value. So this is what it looks like in the box itself. The hardshell carrying case can be unzipped to also reveal the pouch, which contains the accessories, including the detachable 3.5mm headphone cable. So in case that the cable that it comes with breaks or fries in time, you can still replace it and use these headphones, which is a smart design. There's also adapters for airplane plugs as well as other adapter plugs. However, the actual plug does not have an inline remote control, which means that you can't use it to place calls. There's no microphone. There's also no play, pause, or answer reject call keys. With that being said, it has a fairly average 1.2 meter long cable length. There's also an instruction manual documented in full color, and there's the headphones themselves on the right. We'll take a closer look at the design of the headphones first. So as you can see here, it has a soft touch rubber material, which doesn't attract too many fingerprints or dust, which is nice. It looks fairly clean and has a memory foam build on the actual cushions as well as the headrest, which is a little bit on the thin side of the spectrum. However, overall, these are quite lightweight despite being over-the-ear style headphones, and they are quite comfortable and isolate quite a lot of sound just by the nature of this design. Otherwise, you can see that the actual hinges here are quite flexible, allows you to create the angle that you want for traveling along with the perfect angle when you're wearing them. And on the sides, you have access to controls corresponding to the auxiliary input along with the volume kind of slider bar, which is interesting, and the dedicated power on-off switch with an LED light to tell you when the battery or the mode is actually on. It takes physical batteries on the sides here, so you pop up the lid here and you can pop in two AAA batteries, which will last you for about 6 months or so before you need to swap them out again, so that's decent. But again, it's not a rechargeable design, so that is something to point out. Otherwise, the band itself features aluminum for the construction, and it does feel pretty well constructed, and it gets you a pretty comfortable fit again. So wearing these for about 3 to 4 hours, I didn't experience any discomfort as far as the build, and again, they're fairly lightweight, so they don't put too much stress on your heads either. So moving on to the audio quality next, the active noise cancelling component indeed works, and if you're in an environment such as in an airport or on an airplane, it indeed drowns out the engine sounds by a considerable amount, so you can focus more on your music or your videos if you're on an international flight. As far as the audio quality is concerned, these aren't audiophile grade headphones, but they're certainly good enough at this price range. They're high fidelity, they offer a good amount of frequency punch to the lower frequencies, so it's bass heavy, and also has a pretty clean sound all in all. They're well balanced, and if you're listening to, let's say, electronic music, rock music, pop music, or even watching a video and listening to the soundtrack, I think you'll be pleased here. There could be a bit more fine-tuning as far as making them sound cleaner, but all in all, again, at $50, they really aren't bad, and they can get quite loud as well, which is nice to hear. So you can really just focus on your music and videos and drown out everyone around you. Turning off the active noise cancelling feature, it still remains a pretty good pair of headphones, and it does a good job again with most genres that you might want to test it with. If you're playing back classical music, you can hear a fair amount of detail as well as intricate sounds from various instruments. So all in all, the audio quality here is quite strong. I also like how the active noise cancelling component isn't overly strong and oppressive, like another pair of headphones I checked out a few weeks ago that gave me a slight headache when I used it for over an hour or two. But these felt nice and comfortable, again, even after extended periods of use, which is really good. I also like how the design in general isn't too over the top, it's not too dramatic, it remains sleek and elegant, and the same thing can be said about the audio quality here. So it's quite a durable as well as a low-key pair of headphones that I think most people will enjoy traveling with, and again, at this price range, it's also affordable for most people to pick up and not to worry too much about in terms of damaging it or using it for kids, so a pretty good pair all in all. You can check out more details about these in our official written review, which includes a bit more details about the testing that we performed, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been the EFOSHM Solace Active Noise Cancelling over-the-ear style headphones.